Hari ini sidang abah yang ringkas saja berkenaan dengan gaji minima. I'll just read the statement and then we can few questions later. In view of the near nonsensical discussion in the media on minimum wage by Barisan Nasional elected representative, I decided to release my copy of a confidential report by the World Bank to the Malaysian government entitled Optimal Design for a Minimum Wage Policy in Malaysia. Pakatan Rakyat had repeatedly called on the government to release the World Bank report, but to no avail. The World Bank document shows that the impact of a minimum wage, whether it's at 900 or 1,100, on most sectors is minimal, except in the low-end manufacturing sector, which the government should help and should assist through other means, such as facilitation from labor-intensive to move from labor-intensive to technological and skill-intensive operation. The World Bank report also shows that the implementation of a minimum wage has very little impact on the decision of investor, as labor cost is but a small fraction of total investment. Location-specific characteristics such as infrastructure and the regulatory framework, whether there's corruption or not, are the main drivers of FDI, according to the report. The report suggests that a minimum wage reduces the relative attractiveness of foreign unskilled labor to the employer. Demand for foreign labor decline when a minimum wage policy, especially at a level above 900, is adopted. Firms will be inclined to substitute with medium-skilled native workers, Malaysian workers, since the wage gap between the native and migrant will have narrowed considerably with the implementation of minimum wage legislation. The report shows the simulated impact on the economy when minimum wage is implemented at various levels and on various sectors. The conclusion is loud and clear that the negative impact of a minimum wage at 1,001 ringgit on the economy is almost nil, which such policy will help, and such policy will help reduce dependence on unskilled foreign labor. This calls into question why the Barisan Nasional government is not setting minimum wage at 1,100 as proposed by Pakatan Rakyat. So ini isu gaji minimal. Last week we have seen YB Khairi Jamaluddin, YB Abdul Rahman Dahlan, YB Chua Tee Yong, Dr. Chua Swee Lik venture into the issue of minimum wage. Their argument is that by setting minimum wage at 1,001 ringgit, it's going to destroy the country, it's going to bankrupt the country, it's going to bankrupt companies. I think this is not the case. And therefore, we call on the government to present the World Bank report in the parliament. And today, because the government is not presenting, we will release it now. And we hope the government will present it officially in parliament. Thank you.
Kita tidak mau masuk dalam polemik sama ada 1,100 atau 900 ini mana yang akan bankruptkan negara. Kalau ikut dulu sebelum kerajaan membentangkan undang-undang gaji minima, pernah bila Pakatan Rakyat dan juga pihak MTUC dan Kesatuan minta minimum wage, argument dia ialah akan bankruptkan negara. Sekarang dah ada sedikit improvement. Apa yang sepatutnya kita bincangkan ialah secara konkret bagaimana kita membantu kumpulan syarikat yang akan menghadapi masalah. No point trying to debate over at which level we will bankrupt negara. We should discuss concretely what are the steps that we can help the small and medium enterprise so that they can sustain their business and also to improve the welfare of the workers.